Well, anyway, even though he still wasn't sure why he was in this strange house, Santa really enjoyed himself. And he started singing one of his little songs. One thing for sure, he remembered his songs. He sang and danced his way around that McNamara home.
Shine on, Christmas star. You know who you are. Shining day and night. Glowing oh so bright. Everyone can see how good you try to be. You know who you are. So shine on, Christmas star. Santa knows it isn't easy to be good every day. Sometimes it's the things we do, sometimes it's what we say. We all know what's right and wrong, and we try to get along. But if you're having trouble, sing the chorus of this song. Oh, shine on, Christmas star. You know who you are. Shining day and night, glowing oh so bright. Everyone can see how good you try to be. You know who you are. So shine on, Christmas star. Shine on, Christmas star. You know who you are. Shining day and night, glowing oh so bright. Everyone can see how good you try to be. You know who you are. So shine on, Christmas star. You know who you are. So shine on, Christmas star.
Santa, look, we're not alone.
Santa was having so much fun, he didn't notice. The children, one by one, rubbing their eyes, they made their way downstairs and peeked around corners and from behind furniture, watching the real Santa Claus in their very own family room. What a sight that was! Santa looked at the children, and the children looked at Santa, and for a moment, no one said a word. Suddenly, the 14 little McNamaras ran back to their rooms and jumped into their beds, pulling their covers up over their heads. But soon they came back to see if this really was the real Santa Claus here in their house. It certainly was. They weren't dreaming after all.
Hi, kids. I'm Trevly, one of Santa's helpers.
Trevly told the kids about the broken sleigh up on the roof and that Santa bumped his head when they crash-landed.
He can't remember much.
Merry Christmas?
Santa wasn't too sure about all of this.
Merry Christmas, Santa!
The children answered all at the same time, as though they had practiced it over and over again. But they couldn't help being very, very concerned. Why, children and grown-ups all over the world know how wonderful Santa Claus is and what an important job he has to do every year. Could his accident bring an end to his joyful giving?
How can we help him remember?
What can we do?
They said sadly. Will the reindeer and the sleigh be stuck here? Will Mrs. Claus and the people of Happy Land be left to wonder where their Santa is? Will this old man in his red suit have to wander around forever with no purpose? Will there be no more Santa Claus to deliver presents to children each Christmas?
Cookies and milk. Give him the cookies and milk.
Could that work? Can cookies and milk help Santa remember again? Well, maybe that's why we always leave them for Santa on Christmas Eve. Well, they had nothing to lose, so they tried it. Santa, of course, was very hungry, and he gobbled up those delicious chocolate chip cookies made by Mrs. McNamara and washed them down with a big glass of ice-cold milk. The children watched silently and hoped hoped and hoped with all their might. Santa slowly put down the glass as everyone waited quietly. And then, suddenly,
Merry Christmas!
was Santa back to normal? Could he remember who he was?
Let's find out.
Trevely lined up the children across the room, and Santa smiled and shook the hand of each and every one of them as he said their names and where they came from.
Let me see. This is Benny, born in Barcelona. Benito is his name. And Kim, some call her Kimiko, from Tokyo she came. Of course I know Willie from Chile and Alfie from Africa. Not to mention Van or Vanessa, all the way from Venezuela. And little Bobby from London riding on the back of Big Brother Alex, the Australian. And Tommy, born in Texas. Chow Lu came from China. And Miguel from Mexico. Walia from Hawaii and Wally, Idaho. Oh, Duke, how do you do? You're from Canada, I see. And this, of course, is Heinz, all the way from Germany.
There was laughter and cheering.
Santa remembers.
He's okay. The cookies and milk worked.
Oh, what a relief it was. Of course, Santa's magical powers had returned, and he had fun trying them out. He waved his hand, and stardust fell over everyone. He made himself small and then large again. He made all the kids small and then large and made them spin round and round. Oh, what a joy for everyone. Santa was his old self once more. Thank goodness for those cookies and milk.
We're back in business, Trevely.
Santa was so happy, he danced and danced all around the room. Oh, but there was still one more thing troubling the children. They knew they were supposed to be sleeping when Santa came. Would being awake and seeing Santa spoil their Christmas? You know, there wouldn't be any presents at all for this family without those from Santa Claus. Maybe they should have stayed in bed. It took all his nerve, but little Benny stepped forward and asked the big question.
Santa, because we're awake and you're here and, we're supposed to be in bed and all that, does this mean we don't get no presents this year?
Instead of answering Benny's question, Santa asked one of his own.
Tell me this, all of you. Do you love each other, and do you love your mother and father for all they have done for you? And do you love your friends?
Vanessa stepped up and said,
Yes, we do, but
Well, I have a little song for you about a gift you give and receive every day. A gift that is far better than anything I could ever bring you. Benny, tap that crystal glass on the table with this pencil and make it ring for Santa, won't you?
Benny took the pencil, reached up to the little goblet, and tapped it gently.
There are all kinds of toys for all kinds of girls and boys. There are toys for older folks too. We make 'em at the North Pole in Santa's busy workshop just for you. There are big, big toys. There are tiny little toys. There are toys that do wondrous things. And Santa knows the happiness these fabulous gifts can bring. But there's another kind of gift I hope you learn to know. A gift you will never outgrow. Love is the best gift of all. It brings you a mountain of joy. Oh yes, love is the best gift of all. The goodness you find in your heart will help you to be kind to all that you see, and most of all, be kind to you. And then you feel as tall as a tree, 'cause love is the best gift of all. Be kind to all that you see, and most of all, be kind to you. And then you feel as tall as a tree, 'cause love is the best gift of all. Love is the best gift of all. Oh yes, love is the best gift of all.
There was a pretty good feeling in that room, I must say. Santa was his old self again, and the children joined in with Santa to sing the final chorus of the song. Oh, they all knew what Santa meant. The love their parents gave them when choosing to adopt them was a most marvelous gift in itself. But they were still hoping to find out. Would they be getting presents this year? Before Santa could say yes or no, his little cell phone rang. He searched through his coat as it rang and rang.
Where is that thing? It's down here somewhere. I think maybe this pocket.
Finally, he reached way down into one of his deepest pockets, and there it was.
Oh, here it is.
Elf 27 was calling from up on the roof.
Hello?
The crew had finished their repair job. Santa's new sleigh was good to go. But what about the presents for the kids? Will they have to go without this year? Santa still did not answer. He had a better idea. Something so exciting, they might forget about getting presents altogether.
Hey, let's go for a ride in my new super sleigh. Would you like that?
They all cheered, and Santa said,
Okay, close your eyes and use your imaginations. And if you imagine hard enough, I think you'll find the sleigh waiting just outside this door.
And there it was, red and black, shiny and magnificent. The children, all 14 of them, climbed aboard and buckled up.
Come on, take a sleigh ride with Santa. We'll go up into the sky. On a sleigh ride with Santa. Hold on tight, we're gonna go high. Don't forget to bring a camera, 'cause we'll see some beautiful sights. On a sleigh ride with Santa. What a night, oh what a night. Put your warm coat on, come on, I'll wait by the door. All the reindeer and the sleigh are ready to go. Look at those reindeer. Climb aboard, take a seat, there's always room for more. Scoot over now, now it's up and away. Hey Rudolph, let it glow. Let it glow, Rudolph. Taking a sleigh ride with Santa. We're going up into the sky. On a sleigh ride with Santa. Hold on tight, we're gonna go high. Oh, I hope you brought your camera. Look at all those colorful lights. A magic sleigh ride with Santa. What a night, oh what a night. On a sleigh ride with Santa. What a night, what a beautiful night. Oh, oh.
The sleigh ride was great fun, more exciting than anything they had ever done. They traveled many miles over and around the city, but it seemed like only seconds. And when it was over, they magically found themselves back home in the hallway near the kitchen door and still wearing their coats and hats.
What's going on?
Walea had a melting snowball in her hand, dripping all over the floor. Miguel was shivering cold. Kimiko was humming the melody of a strange new song, and something amazing had just taken place, but they weren't sure what. Like I said, this was quite a fantastic Christmas for the McNamara family, and it wasn't over yet. Ooh, who's crying over there? Tommy? What is it, Tommy? Aren't you having a good time? Big brother Alex spoke up and told Santa about it.
Tommy just came to live with us, and he's sad because, well, he hasn't got any friends yet, and he's, well, sort of jealous because he thinks we've got so many friends.
Santa certainly could not leave with Tommy full of tears. Not when he had the perfect song to show Tommy how easy it really is to make plenty of friends. All he has to do is give it a chance.
Nobody has too many friends. A little smile will show you care. A helping hand really can do wonders. And if you listen, and if you share, nobody has too many friends. Oh, if you don't think you have enough, just look around, say hi, say hello, 'cause Santa knows you've got the stuff. And you can make a friend a day, 7 in a week, 30 every month. And if all the friends you keep better buy a bigger house, 365 a year, are more friends than you'll ever get in here. How do you do? How do you do? I'm very happy to be meeting you. How do you do? How do you do? Santa's very happy to meet you. Oh, nobody has too many friends. A little smile will show you care. A helping hand really can do wonders. And if you listen, and if you share, nobody has too many friends. Oh, if you don't think you have enough, just look around, say hi, say hello, 'cause Santa knows you've got the stuff. And you can make a friend a day, 7 in a week, 30 every month. And if all the friends you keep better buy a bigger house, 365 a year, are more friends than you'll ever get in here. How do you do? How do you do? I'm very happy to be meeting you. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Santa's very happy to meet you. Ho-ho!
Santa's song put a huge smile on Tommy's unhappy face. He had a whole new way to think about friends now. And besides, with 13 new brothers and sisters, he already had lots of great friends.